Hey, welcome back to S, part 2. What we got here? Star Castle. Fountains of Light. One of the best Yes clones ever. So good. Having a hard time figuring out where to put things. That's not their debut. I've got their debut, but it was in someplace else. I think it's in Overstock. Citadel, their second album. Love the artwork. It's done by, I forgot who does it. It's on there, man. Hildebrandt. Somebody named Hildebrandt. Really good art. Star Castle had this spacey kind of Yes sound. Great. Here's Cat Stevens. T for the Tillerman. Not a gatefold. All the lyrics are on the back. Love that album. I think that's where Crack the Sky got their name. When they crack the sky, scrapers in the air. Here's Teaser and the Firecat. These were always good to wake up to in the Air Force, you know, get your day going and stuff. I love Cat Stevens. Gentle, easy on the head, you know. Nothing wrong with him, at least back then. But then I gave up on him at a certain point. He was still Cat Stevens anyways. Here's Stephen Stills' first solo album, Stephen Stills, and it's a very rare occurrence that he got Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton to play lead on this album on different songs. Jimi Hendrix didn't do a lot of sessions, not many at all. Here's an American band out of Los Angeles called Storm. This came out in 1979. Does that look like it's predicting a cell phone at a concert? I think so. Of course, they were on MCA Records, where music goes to die. Then they put out a second album called Turbulence. No, excuse me, that's not right. They put out a second album called Storm. It's now, if you buy the CD, it's now Storm 2. But back here, when the LP came out, it was just another album called Storm. Kind of like what Peter Gabriel was doing. 77 through 82. Okay, here we go. We got a crap ton of Straubs. Here's Straubs' first album. And it's a gatefold, so I'm obligated to show it. By the way, they got signed by Herb Alpert and Jerry Moss. They must really like them. But that's when A&M was doing prog. They had Procol Harum and Esperanto and some other bands like that. So they were doing prog. Here's Dragonfly. Rick Wakeman, I think, plays on a couple of songs on this, but don't take it to the bank. I'm not sure. He is going to join the band full. This is Upside Down. From the Witchwood. I believe that... oh, no, it's not upside down. I just had it upside down. Okay. This is a promo copy that was never supposed to get sold. I got it for $2. From the Witchwood. Yeah, I believe this is where Rick Wakeman joins. He's all over this album playing piano, harpsichord, and what do you call it? Look at this painting. Isn't that something? Anyways, good stuff. And then they did a live album called Just a Collections of Antiques and Curios. And if you look real close, it's not a gatefold, but I'm going to show you the back. You can see Rick right there, looking kind of pensive. He's getting ready to join Yes, but he doesn't know it. Now here's a album by Straubs called Grave New World. The art on this album is amazing. Gotta show you. That's the back. But look at this. Is that something? That is something. $2.25 used. God, it's not in very good shape, is it? That's what happens when you buy used. You never know what kind of, in the old days before the internet, what you're going to get. Like this one cost $2.50. Straubs by Choice. It's sort of a best of Straubs album. That I guess they chose their favorite cuts or something. Here's the inside. It's just a picture of the band and the listing of tracks. Got to be a real Straubs fan to buy all these things. They put out a lot of albums. They were cranking them out right and left. And rest in peace, Dave Cousins. He died last year. Liked him. This one's called Bursting at the Seams. I think it was one of the first I ever bought on LP. It's good stuff. Really rocks. This is Ghosts. People are probably wondering where's Heroin. I didn't have that on vinyl. I ended up buying that on CD. Ghosts is really good. Some people consider it their favorite. Here's No Madness. Not a gatefold. Here's Burning for You. Not to be confused with the Blue Oyster Cult song. But funny enough, it's on Oyster Records. A subsidiary of Polydor. Here's Deep Cuts. I like that cover. It's pretty clever. Got the rose thorn on the record. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, see, I had a lot of S. Here's Straub's Deadlines. They got this guy drowning in a phone booth. Upside down. Real humorous band, I think. And here's Styx, Man of Miracles. Love this album. The early Wooden Nickel stuff is fantastic. Really prog. Here's Crystal Ball. Kilroy Was Here. Mr. Roboto is the only good song on that record. I can't stand the rest of it. But I do love Mr. Roboto. Here's Caught in the Act Live, which a lot of people have heard about, maybe never heard it or seen it. This is a really good album. They do a lot of Kilroy live on it though, but it's better than what they do on the studio album. unfortunately, that was the tour they were doing. Let's see. Andy Summers, Robert Fripp, I Advance Masked. Great stuff. If you like guitar synthesizers, that's a good one for you. Here's Sweet, Give Us a Wink. What's this? Let's see if I can get this to work. Give us a wink. Doesn't really work very good with the plastic on it. Can't do that with a CD. Sweet, Level-Headed. I guess by now you know I love Sweet. Mr. Prog Guy. Prog Father loves Sweet. Is that something? But yeah, they're great. They are great. Here's a band called Sweet Bottom. They're like a hyper jazz fusion type band. And as I recall, one of the guys in this band is Dwayne Sturmer. I believe he's Daryl Sturmer's brother. And if I had to guess, it's this guy here. Kind of looks like Daryl Sturmer. Sweet Bottom's killer. I love them. I don't know what happened to that band, but they just kind of disappeared. But that's a really good album. What we got here? Oh yeah, I bought this in a local shop. This is David Sylvian, Gone to Earth. And the reason I wanted it is because Robert Fripp's on it. Plays some great guitar on this. So I had to have it. I paid $15 for it. It was really, really great shape. Great shape. We're almost done. Here's a band out of Canada called Symphonic Slam. I love this cover art. I think it's absolutely awesome. One of the best things I've ever seen. The back doesn't look not even worth showing. But that's got a lot of early guitar synthesizer by a guy named Timo Lane. Here's Synergy, also known as Larry Fast. First album, Electronic Realizations for Rock Orchestra. Phenomenal record. Love this so much. It's so good. It's all synthesizers, keyboards. Here's a second album called Sequencer. And of course, it's a gatefold. So, obviously, the Prog Father's going to show you. And I don't know why anybody would take a picture of an on switch, but he did. It's a strange album, but it sounds awesome. So good. He actually does classical gas on that, on the synthesizer. Here's another Synergy Games. Some of the music on here got credited to Peter Gabriel because he was playing with them at the time, so I'm not sure how that all went, but yeah, it's a great album. You can't go wrong with the Synergies. They're all good. But I do like the first one the best. Here's another one called Audion. That's like a circuit board, I guess, of some sort. Great album. Really great album. And last but not least, Chords. Synergy Chords. This is real special to me because it was given to me for my birthday by my best friend Bill Hughes. I'll show you something cool about it. There's Larry Fast. So this came out in 1978. Yeah, I got this for my birthday in 78. And check it out. It's clear vinyl. The only other album that I'd seen with a clear vinyl like that was Tangerine Dream's Force Majeure, same year, or a year later in 79. Okay, that's S2. We'll be back for tea.